Today I visited an Ethiopian Orthodox church as a Coptic Orthodox Christian. Here's how it went. This is on a Saturday and the Mass was pretty early, even earlier than most Coptic liturgies, as it started at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I woke up very early, and as you can tell, I was very tired in the liturgy. So it was about a 20-minute drive to the church. We finally made it, and I gotta say, the church itself was a little run down. I would recommend renovations, but overall, still a beautiful building, especially on the inside. We made it inside, and the building was a lot bigger than it looks on the outside. There was actually a lot of rooms, a lot of random corners. I think there was about 3 or 4 actual churches, if I'm mistaken. And we had to wait outside for a little bit because we were still waiting on some other people. And the liturgy for a Saturday was packed. The maximum capacity was around 200 people. We had to wait outside for a bit, but we finally made it in. I gotta say, this church was beautiful. There was iconography on the wall. There was a lot of ancient Ethiopian art. Of course, a lot of people, wearing the cloths. It was very beautiful. It was definitely a lot louder and longer than the Coptic church. Holy, this liturgy was long. We got there around 6 or 7 o'clock, and it ended at around 10, especially with the sermon after. This whole thing was pretty much just one big leg workout. The hymns were absolutely amazing as well, and everyone was just locked in. This was an English liturgy, but I got to hear the language of Geese for the first time in person. Very mysterious language. So of course we ended up taking the Eucharist. I gotta admit, the wine was a little weird. It kind of looked like gravy at first, but yeah, still very good. The priest then gave a sermon at the end of the liturgy, especially after a nice long liturgy, which is kind of pretty odd, as you don't really see that in a lot of churches, but it was still pretty nice to hear the priest talk about repentance and sin after the liturgy. Overall, a great experience. I give it an 8 out of 10, and I definitely plan on going back to the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Comment some other churches I should visit.